Good morning. This video is to help you find your IJourneys class. If you have other classes in FLVS, this might be a little tricky because the IJourneys Career Research class is not in the FLVS system. It is in the district's eCampus. So let's find this course. The first thing you need to do if you want to access the district's resources is to go to the county webpage and click on the portal. The link is right up here in the left-hand side. You can also reach it by typing in the URL portal.scps.k12.fl.us. That's going to bring you into a spot where you're going to log in. Your login for the portal and eCampus and your Outlook account and all things clever is always going to be your Office 365 email, which happens to be your student number. So that's going to be a little bit different than mine. Okay, yours is your student number, that 59 number for most of you. You're going to type the word student and then put down my scps.us. So you see mine's a little bit different. I'm missing the word student, but you're going to have your student number at student.myscps.us. Then click on next, and it's going to prompt you for a password. In most cases, that's going to be the password that you used when you were working probably at one of the middle schools, or a password that you've used to get into Skyward. If you've never logged in, you're a new enrollment, then it should be your birth date in the form of the 4-digit year, your year, 2-digit month. So if you were born in August, that would be like 08, and a 2-digit day. So if you were born on the 1st, that would be 01. Okay. Once you've logged in once with your birth date, though, you have probably changed your password. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to mine. Okay, now your clever and my clever is going to look a little bit different because I've got a lot more options on mine. But the ones I want to point out to you that you'll be using for this class all the time is eCampus. Yours will say eCampus Student, and that is where you're going to find your course. Your Google Drive, where you're going to save your interactive passport, and you can also use your Google Drive if you want to do Google Slides and Google Docs. Those are probably the two you would use in Google. And then there's Office 365, which takes you to your email account. There'll be more directions in Unit 0 on how to use these. Under Office 365, you've got access to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and you've got access online, and you can download the full version of Office. Like I said, you can do Google Sheets and Google Slides in your Google Drive. And then this is where you're going to find your course. Now, before I go to the course, one thing I wanted to point out to you that if you need help with your password, there is a password reset link. It looks just like this. So you can click on the password reset link and change your password if necessary. Right? So let's go into eCampus. And in many cases, it's going to prompt you to log in again, and it's going to be your student number at the word student.myscps.us, and then it's going to be your password. And that's the exact same password you just used to get into the portal. And then I usually tell it to reduce the number of times I need to sign in. That way it won't ask me to sign in to eCampus a second time. Once you're in eCampus, look up at the top. It's possible that you have a green invite that's inviting you to this class. If so, click accept. Once you do that, then you'll see the iJourneys class as a tile. Notice it's going to say iJourneys on the picture, and it's going to say Orientation to Career in Tech in the writing, and then underneath it says iJourneys. You'll click on that tile, and that's going to bring you into the course. This home page has my contact information at the top. Below that are the assignments for the week based on, in this case, we've been in class for 3 weeks, so this is based on starting in week 3. If you have not started the course yet, you'll be getting into the pace chart in Module 0, and you'll follow your pace chart. Keep in mind, the longer it takes you to start the class, the more you're apt to have to double up on assignments to finish by the end of the semester. So you want to get started as soon as possible, and then you want to stick with your pace chart. You'll click on the Modules tab over on the left, and this is where you're going to navigate the course. So up here, notice there's no little picture pieces of paper. So these are all just headings to give you some general information. It's telling you to do your assignments in order. You need to read the pages of content before you try the assignment. Otherwise, the assignment, if you try going to the grade book and just going to the assignments, they're not going to make any sense to you. When you've seen a page, it will usually put a green check mark on the right showing that you viewed the page. It does not do that to the assignments pages, but it does do that to the general pages. However, if green check mark is missing and you know you've viewed the page, that's fine. Your grades tab, you'll see the word grades. That's what will show you your grades. I strongly suggest you sort those by module, not by due date. And then finally, down here, it says start here by clicking use 0 about the iJourney. So you'll come here, you'll click on the link, and that'll start you on your journey. And it's basically, you're going to be reading the content of the information. There'll always be a first page with some general content. You can use the next button to navigate at the bottom. Again, this is a page of content, so you've got to read it. You won't know this just off the top of your head. You're going to have to read the material that's here. You're going to see this poster, the Future Ready poster, come up a lot in this class because it's tied to most of your career assignments. And then you click on next, and you go to the next assignment. Okay. If you want to get back, you can always click on modules. Just some things that are kind of a heads up for you. I did mark like week 1, the things under week 1 before you get to week 2 are the pages for you to read and the assignments for you to do during your first week. Week 2 is marked the same way, so that would show you what you're going to do for week 2. Week 3. So that can help you pace yourself through the course. Don't skip around. Don't try skipping assignments towards the end because they aren't going to make any sense to you. Okay. Any other questions? Uh, Information that you need, I'm always available to help you. You can either go and schedule an appointment. Like for example, you're going to be scheduling an appointment for your welcome call if you haven't done that already. You can do that by clicking the book appointment link over on the left. And also you'll find information about scheduling that appointment under the scheduling the welcome call right here. You can also just text me because odds are I'll be able to do your welcome call immediately if I'm not tied up with another phone call. Again, I look forward to talking to you soon. I think you'll really enjoy this class. You're going to learn a lot about yourself, about some of your interests and how they relate to different careers that are out there for you to do, as well as learning how to navigate a lot of the systems we have in Seminole County Public Schools, like your Office 365 email, your electric calendar, and how to responsibly use social media. So I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good day.